Hey everybody, I'm doing a food review for you here. This is for the Gardein Golden Fishless Filets. I'm just going to show you the video and then I'm going to give you my rating. Now, I want you to pardon my kitchen. We're in the middle of a lot of repairs, wiring, insulation, moving a wall or two. So we do it as we have the money to, a little at a time. So it's kind of haphazard. We've got one cabinet, two shelves, and everything's kind of open storage. But here's the video. Hey everybody, I'm doing a review for you tonight of the Gardein Fishless Filets. Contains omega-3s, calories 180, protein 9 grams. I think it is probably certified vegan because just about everything, I think, that Gardein makes is vegan. So, I don't know. It just smells like frozen fish fillets. They look like frozen fish fillets because they're breaded, you know, so you really can't see the fish. That's what they look like. Not too shabby at all. It says preheat oven to 425, bake frozen fishless fillets. Frozen fishless fillets, frozen fishless fillets, flesh and fillets.
What did we call them?
What did we call them? Frozen fishless fillets.
No, we called it something else.
What?
Fish.
Fresh fillets. On a non-stick baking sheet for 10 to 12 minutes in the oven, or 12 to 14 minutes in a toaster oven per side. Okay, so I'm going to cook it in the oven. I'm kind of on the fence. I did not need to see your titties. Meg! Let me do this for real. This is my serious stuff that I do. This ain't that game.
That face don't look serious.
Meg, stop! Seriously! I'm kind of on the fence with the fish. I can't imagine anyone making meatless fish and it being, you know, right and correct. But since I'm a vegetarian and I don't eat fish anymore, because I ate fish for a while, which made me a pescatarian or a pesca-vegetarian, whatever you want to call it. But since I don't do that anymore, I miss fish. I loved fish. If this works out well, I'm going to be one happy bitch. I'm going to be very happy. These are not incredibly big. Here's my spatula. Yeah. See the spatula? Okay. So those aren't incredibly big, but it's the taste test. That's what counts, for real. It kind of looks like the chicken. I hope you can see that. It looks like the chicken. I'm gonna taste it and see. It does taste a lot like a fish fillet. You know, like the Mrs. Paul's or whoever the hell she is. You know, that kind of deal. It's really good. I'm really shocked. Of course, you know, the texture is way too thick. It's too firm to be like fish. Fish kind of, you know, it's flaky. It falls apart. So as far as the texture goes, I'm not going to be able to say it's a very good texture. It's way too solid. It's too thick. But that is really good. I'm going to make my whole meal. And when I get done eating, I'll give you the full review. They smell amazing, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. Because I'm not so sure about these things, I'm actually trying it with House Autry tartar sauce. You know, because it makes it more like legit, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to keep it real. Okay, they're definitely not foul. They're not yucky or nothing. They don't taste like the Gardein chicken, but the texture is thick like it. they taste like frozen fish patties without that overwhelming fishy taste or fishy smell. It's really good. I would totally eat this as a replacement for fish. I would. It's really good. With or without the tartar. I just wanted to keep it real and try it. It was good. Okay, so we're going to do the review, and you know the scale, how I like to do it. It's a number 1 or right through 5. 1 through 5. 1 being, what the fuck were they thinking? And 5 being, oh my god, these people are geniuses. How did they do that? So, it's Gardein. You know how much I love Gardein. Let's just say texture. No. Okay, let's go with appearance first. I'm going to give it a 5. It looks like the frozen, breaded, battered fish fillets that you get in the freezer aisle. I'm going to give that a 5. Appearance definitely will get a 5. They're a little smaller than the ones you get in the store, but only slightly, not too much. So it gets a 5. Color, I'm going to give it a 5. It's the same color because, like I say, it's breading. When you cut it open, it still gets a 5 because it is the right color for a fish fillet. Texture. Texture, I'm going to have to give it a 3 because it's not like the frozen fish fillets that you get in the store. It's not flaky. It's more like, if I had to compare it to a fish, if I had to say, okay, what is there a fish in this world that this would resemble with the thickness and the firmness? It would have to be a shark steak. Those are fairly firm. So we're going to go with a 3 because the standard for fish is to be flaky, and it's more the texture of the chicken that they do. So that gets a 3. Smell. It does not overwhelmingly smell like fish. It does have a fish hint. It's subtle. It's just barely, which is fine with me because that's the one thing I don't usually like about fish is that it sometimes can be very fishy, you know, really fishy. So I'm going to give that a 4. It doesn't really smell a whole lot like fish, but I think that's a benefit, so I'll give it a 4. Taste? I'm going to give it a 3.5 or a 4. Not because it didn't taste good. It tasted great. It tasted really good. Good job, buddy. So, yeah, 3.5 or a 4. For the taste, it was good. It was good. And because it just subtly tasted like fish, I give them props. I couldn't imagine anybody duplicating fish without it being fish. And I knew if anyone could, it would be Gardein, and they did. You're only going to come so close. You're not going to get it dead on every time. You're just not. It's impossible. It's impossible. So I'm going to give it a 3.5 to a 4. Because it was good. Overall value, I'm going to have to say, I think I spent $5.99 on that bag. I'm going to give the overall value a 4. Because there are no other fish replacements out there, and Gardein, to be the only one that I've ever personally seen, meatless fish replacement, they deserve a 4, at least a 4. The value was good. It was $6. Because they're the only ones, they could have probably charged whatever they wanted to. And it is the standard price for most of their stuff, so I'm going to give it a 4. I wouldn't say, oh my god, what were they thinking? I'm not going to say they're geniuses, even though most of the time they are with the stuff that they bring out. With these, I'm just going to say, good job. It's really good. I recommend you try it. This is the one product that everyone's really going to have their own opinion about, because some people that eat meatless meat alternatives, they expect to eat something that tastes identical, and their expectations are too high. It's not going to happen, and I can accept that, and I go into these reviews knowing that's impossible to do. You're not going to be able to do it. And so I give them credit where it's due. So they get an overall 4. Thanks for stopping by and listening to my shit. Hit the red button below and hang out with me some more, and everybody have a really good night. Bye.